Hello. Today I want to do something a little different, mainly because I'm sick and, like really sick. I'm not feeling too hot. But I wanted to sit down and record something for you guys, and I want to talk about something kind of important that, has been making its rounds on the internet at the moment. And, that's the fact that Mickey Mouse is now public domain, kind of. Only sort of. So, Steamboat Willie, was released in, 1928. And it, of course, as you probably know, was the debut of Mickey Mouse. Now, Steamboat Willie has entered the public domain um, as of January 1st, 2024, which means that anyone can technically use Mickey Mouse as long as it's the Steamboat Willie interpretation of Mickey Mouse in their works, without having to worry about copyright infringement. Um, Now, I think there are some things you need to consider when talking about this because a lot of people are like, "Oh yeah, Mickey Mouse is public domain," and while that's true, not really. See, Mickey Mouse in Steamboat Willie has a very different design to what we know now, at least in terms of what can be utilized by artists, which means Mickey Mouse cannot have the famous white gloves. Mickey has to have no gloves. Um, and Mickey has to be black and white. Mickey can't have the red pants or whatever. Um, because that version of Mickey is not in public domain. But it's so funny because now that within just within the first day of um this having happened, a video game was announced called Infestation 88. It was renamed to Infestation Origins shortly after, um, with the premise Nightmare Forge Games has announced Infestation 88, a new horror game that aims to blend terror with nostalgia, in the vein of Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey, by twisting the now in public domain Steamboat Willie into something much scarier. Um, I will play the trailer.
Hey there. Thanks for coming out. We've got a bit of an infestation here at the storage facility.
Find the source.
We thought it was just
Yeah,
rodents, but
and
there's
there's
something
good
else
old
in
Mickey
here.
Mouse. Treat the infestation.
There's nests. They're everywhere. We tried to take care of it ourselves, but
Lots
it's
of
domesticated.
rats. Or mice, I guess, because it's Mickey
Exterminators
Mouse.
are our last hope. Please, help us before.
But you kind of get the idea. We now have, like, our Mickey Mouse survival horror game that was announced within just a few hours of Mickey going public domain. And that's not even the end of it. Like, that's not even the end of it, because there's also a movie trailer and a second movie that's been announced. So we're going to get into that as well. This is the trailer for Mickey Mouse Trap, the first of these new Mickey Mouse horror movies.
These are the best party that we can throw.
You know, just your
I've seen some
normal,
rejections in my time, but
cheap
man, that was a good
horror movie. You know, young adults having fun,
one.
then
All for the
something
jungle gym.
goes
Right.
wrong.
Yes.
Now, this one has an interesting twist to it, and it's that the killer is inspired by Mickey Mouse after watching Steamboat Willie, which you'll see here. And the idea is it isn't actually Mickey Mouse, it's a guy dressed as Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, he's like completely in love with me already. It's totally disgusting. Put the phone down! Put the phone down, please! I was like, dude, I've already started. No, Gina, turn around!
And there's our Mickey Mouse killer. See, but it's so bizarre.
And he's dead.
What?
Like if he was in a horror movie, you'd never say, "I'll be right back," because then you don't.
We're getting meta up in here. There's the mask. A place for fun. A place for friends. A place for hunting. I apologize for coughing.
Where the hell did he go?
Yeah. So, oh, the mouse is out. Yeah. So, you know, it's just another one of those dumb. It's like Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, but it gets even better. Variety put out an article. Steamboat Willie horror film announced as Mickey Mouse enters public domain with this image, which has been the image I'm using in the background. Now, first there was Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. Now get ready for Steamboat Willie horror films. The 1928 version of Mickey Mouse entered the public domain on Monday, and indie horror producers are wasting no time in capitalizing on it. Stephen Lamort, I may have mispronounced that, I apologize if I did, is set to direct an untitled horror comedy based on Mickey's cartoon debut. In it, a sadistic mouse will torment a group of unsuspecting ferry passengers. Production is set to begin in the spring. Okay. So now we have a quote from the producer. Steamboat Willie has brought joy to generations, but beneath that cheerful exterior lies a potential for pure, unhinged terror. It said in a press release, "It's a project I've been dreaming up, and I can't wait to unleash this twisted take on this beloved character to the world." So, I think this is important to know. The guy who's making this is the same dude who made The Mean One, so the same director. The Mean One, if you don't know, I believe released in 2022, and it was a Grinch horror movie, um, which was kind of amusing. They really played around with the concept in some fun ways, but yeah. On to their next quote. "It all comes from our love of these characters," he said in an interview. "Filmmakers, we're all kids in the sandbox. We love taking them and playing with them in different ways. It's not a desire to ruin these characters or make a quick buck, but to love them and honor them and show them in a new light." Um, yeah. I mean, it is kind of to make a quick buck. Like, let's be real. A lot of these are really low budget, and they end up making a lot more money than was put into them. Um, Especially through streaming deals. I think Max picked up Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. So, but anyways, and like I said earlier, Disney's copyright to Steamboat Willie expired Monday, along with its right to the original versions of Mickey and Minnie Mouse, but it still holds copyrights for the later, more familiar versions of the characters. Um, so yeah, um, I think that's pretty much the extent to all of that and its importance. Um, but yeah, it's really bizarre that we are in a time when anyone can make something with the original Mickey Mouse. It's really interesting. And I'm really excited to see what people do with it, even though most of it's going to probably be hot garbage. Um, but yeah, um, if you found this video informative or just found it entertaining, please do consider leaving a like on the video and subscribing. I'm excited for this year, and I'm excited to get to making more videos once I'm feeling a bit better. Um, but yeah, with that said, I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time. Have a nice day. Farewell.